Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Vibing After Dark _with Mo. And if you're new to my channel, how about hit that subscribe button? And if you're a returning subscriber, how about send it to a family or friend so they can vibe out with us? And please, 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 please make sure you like this video. That helps out a lot, and thanks in advance. Okay, so as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be getting into Blueface stepsister, coming out and taking up for her daddy and Karlissa about the ring size and everything like that. We also going to be getting into Blueface taking his family to New York on a jet. And we also going to be getting into Karlissa apologizing and now feeling sorry and wanting a relationship with her son, because that is her son at the end of the day. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so Blueface is taking his family to New York. I'm not sure what's the reason that he's taking them, but he's taking his family and friends to New York on a private jet. And he also still has some things to say that I didn't post on my last video from last night, bleeding Karlissa, his mother. And then after that, like I said, I'm going to show y'all his story where he had the family on the jet. And then I'm going to come back with the rest of what I have to say.
Surrounded by a bunch of little diamonds? Fuck you think you fooling on the dead homies. Everybody knows if that diamond on the top of that ring don't cost more than your ring, more than your car, your house, that's not a wedding ring, sweetie pie. That's a promise ring. That's a nigga promising you, like, I ain't got it together right now, sweetie, but, you know, that's what I got.
The event you get us to it, the curtain slides to the right. Big red handle, that's how you open the door. Hi, little one. How are you?
What you about to ask him?
You want to go drive?
She wanted to see the cockpit.
So y'all see he's still trying to bleed him about the ring cost in comparison to Jaden's ring. Now, what I feel about it is you cannot compare Karlissa's husband's ring price and size to Jaden's, because you as a whole rapper out here making music, making more money than Karlissa's husband. So you cannot compare that. And I also think it's not a flex that you comparing prices, because 9 times out of 10, and what most parents hope for, they hope that their kids will do better in life than they have. And Karlissa them had to sacrifice a lot for Blueface to get what he had today. Now, I'm not saying that he's really right or wrong, because Karlissa then did a lot and said a whole lot, while Blueface been sitting back being quiet for a while. So now he just really going harder than what Karlissa ever did. So sound like that put Karlissa in her place and giving her some of that little humble pie, because now she backing down and now she want the relationship. So up under that video where he and his family was on the plane, Karlissa commented, and she said, "We love you, always have, always will." And she tagged somebody else and she said, "I agree, but life is short. We will continue where we left off if the good Lord returns him. I can't live like y'all. They are my pride and joy." And it was a lot of comments up under what Karlissa said. A lot of people was for Karlissa, and some people was talking against her, saying basically she got him like this. And I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to read this one post right here, because I do want to show y'all 2 videos. And this going to take up about 15 minutes. So this person said, "Hey Karlissa, to say that about your own son, look, it's not just him. It's your upbringing passed down to him. Children learn what they see, but it's up to you to put them in the right direction. You have done the most, and to blame him alone will be incorrect, because you raised him. Y'all let that money get to your head and break a bond, because everyone want a piece of that fame. You all should see a counselor and get some help, because there's real mental health problems." Then Karlissa posted this to her story. "Don't know how things went so left when they started to go so right. But if I caused it, I'm sorry. But I would never ever agree with one of my grandkids to go through what I put Andre through. A child without a father is self-destruction. May God put everyone in order for their future. I'm sorry. Okay, so then Karlissa had reposted this post. Someone had posted like a poll so they can say who ring they like better. And it was Jaden at 14%, Karlissa at 58%, and neither at 28%. So it looked like a lot of people like Karlissa ring better than they like Jaden's. And then when Karlissa reposted, she said, "Thank y'all. My husband ain't no rapper, no NFL player. He's a hardworking man who fought and would die for me in this country. He could have given me a cubic zirconia and I still love him the same. But I'm grateful for my 3 carats that I didn't have to work for. Mr. Sappho did it again." Y'all leave in the comment section who ring do y'all like better, or it doesn't matter. So now I want to play y'all a clip of what's supposed to be Mr. Sappho's daughter. I have not confirmed this, but it was on the Blue Girls Club page on Instagram, and I see Karlissa was in the comment section, so maybe this is Mr. Sappho's daughter, and she was just talking about how she found it funny how Blueface was like picking on Karlissa's ring and saying that her dad is a good dad to Karlissa, and ring size and price doesn't matter. And you can't compare the two. Like I said, Blueface is an artist and Mr. Sappho is a regular working man. So you shouldn't even compare the price to the ring.
Blue, that was kind of weird to be, like I said, I don't know what y'all's beef is. I don't really care to ask, but I just think that it's so crazy to be publicly trying to put my dad out there like, oh, he's a bum, he's this. Just because my dad isn't a rapper or an athlete or anything doesn't make him a bum. My dad is okay with being normal. I am too. That's why I'm living a normal life. I want a nice ring for if somebody ever like proposes to me or whatever. But it doesn't matter like the ring size or the diamonds or whatever. A ring is a ring. The love that y'all share is all that matters. How he feels about you, the fact that he wants to, I know Carlissa's still on here, but the fact that he wants to spend the rest of his life with you is all that matters. Like, honestly, like, I wish I had a man talking about, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm like, okay, like, a ring don't really tell, like, it doesn't really, like, say I love you, to be honest. Maybe I'll look at it differently, but I wouldn't really care for no ring. If a man be like, oh, I want to marry you and I ain't got no ring, I ain't got no money for a ring, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, as long as you taking care of business, that's all that matters. You make me happy. That's all that matters. So, all this ring stuff is, like, kind of delulu, to be honest. You can't compare a rapper buying his girl a ring to a man with a 9-to-5 job. My dad didn't choose the industry lifestyle. It kind of chose him. So, for all this stuff to be going on, it's like, it's really funny too, because like I said, I just know my dad is cracking up right now. He's like, man, what? No, what blew me was, Blue said it was a promise ring. And then he he said, I promise, what did he say? He said when he gave it to her, he said something like, I promise I'm gonna get you a bigger one or something. It just like blew me, because if my dad get you a ring, that's it. Like he done got the engagement ring, and he done got the, the wedding ring. That's it. He done told you he loved you now. And I love him because he's so blunt and he's so honest. And I'm the same way. That's why we be like, pow, pow, pow. Like, we be clashing so hard. And it just be getting on my nerves sometimes because I love my dad. Thanks. Y'all so nice. And I don't think it's a bad ring at all. I thought it was beautiful. Like, when I first saw the ring, I'm like, okay, like, this is cute. Do I know Jaden? Yeah, I know Jaden, but Jaden, she start acting weird towards me. Your dad not a bum. We can see that he takes care of Karlissa very well. And because everybody is not about to just sit there and just let Karlissa do what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? Blue, that was
Okay, so y'all heard what Stepsis had to say. So now I'm going to play y'all a little clip from Karlissa's live after everything went down. And she basically explained how her husband felt about the situation. And she also talked about her having to do Uber because she said they threatened to tell the world that she did Uber. So she came out and said it herself. She said she had no shame in her game about that. And she also spoke a little bit on Blueface was ordered to pay $13 million for that club shooting he did. They had to close down for good, so they want him to pay $13 million. So she spoke on that and said he better hide it.
Must be in the water. You know how men get nervous? You know how the mans get nervous when they get ready to get married? They get ready to tie the knot, they get a little nervous. I think it was nerves. Nerve damage. Nope, God don't play. Better put it in his mama name. Call him and tell him to put it in his mama's name. I'll hide it for you, baby. That's a lot of money. We just gonna pray for him, baby. We just gonna pray. Put it in your mama's name. They won't find it. All that, honor your mama. So your days could be long and well. I know y'all sent me a picture of Junior. He's so stinking cute. He's the cutie pie. He's the cutie pie. I can't wait to at least smell his neck. You know how you just want to smell the neck? Like, can somebody bring me a dirty t-shirt? God damn. No, my husband wasn't worried. He was more or less disappointed. I think he was disappointed because he tried to do for me to do for them, and he see my tears that nobody else see when I be acting hard. So I think he was just more or less disappointed. He done fought 2 wars. He ain't scared of shit. But I think he was more hurt. Like, damn, like 50, what I do? My husband think everything fake. He think ain't none of this real. I don't know if it was him or Jaden, but one of them threatened to tell people that I drove Uber. I'm like, tell them for you. So to help pay for some of my production costs, because y'all know how much production is when you first get started. And since, I wanted the fly mansions and the fly shit, I had to do a little bit of extra that Mr. Sappho wasn't in agreement to. So yeah, I've had an Uber account for 7 years. So when they get off that flight, y'all go tell them, your mama said she happily drove Uber for her man, for her show. Can't blackmail her with it. So I might have been y'all Uber driver one day. But when you believe in yourself and in your dreams, you better be willing to get out there and Uber if you have to. Because it ain't too many jobs that's going to let you come and go and, do what you got to do when you need to do it. Girl, yes, Uber was jumping. And you already know the mama was bringing home like 200 in tips. Girl, I had a tip jar, and for my conversation, honey, you gonna need to run me my money. Girl, I was doing it for the tips. I probably did, and this was literally just doing it 2 days a week. I probably did about $6,000 a month in Uber. So don't y'all be scared to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't be too big for the program. Because them threatened to tell, they was going to tell, if you don't shut up, we're going to tell them that you Uber. I said, you going to have to tell them something else. You done already told them I was a hoe one day. I wasn't even no hoe, but I'll take the crime. I'll take the time. But don't threaten me like you going to think I drove Uber. You have to do better than that, baby. Shit, I drove Uber when you threw your sister out, and I had to pull that shit together. I got up out there. I kept my Uber account for emergencies, baby. They kicked me off this last time, but that's okay. I put it in my mama name. Try to blackmail me. You can't blackmail a.
Alright, you guys, so y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation in the comment section below. I try to keep this video at 15 minutes, and I do comment back. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.